Welcome to our special report. Today, we're taking a closer look at some of the most significant and impactful criminal cases in Toronto's history. These events have not only shaped the city's approach to public safety, but have also left a lasting mark on the community. We'll examine these cases with respect for the victims and a focus on understanding the broader context. One of the earliest cases that shocked the city was the Boyd Gang in the late 1940s and early 1950s. This group of bank robbers, led by Edwin Alonzo Boyd, became notorious. While known for their daring heists, their activities sometimes turned violent. The gang-esque crime spree led to one of the largest manhunts in Canadian history and resulted in significant changes to policing and bank security measures. The story of the Boyd Gang serves as a stark reminder of a very different era in Toronto's past. Decades later, in the early 1980s, the city was gripped by fear during the Shoeshine Boy murders. A series of young boys went missing, and their disappearances were eventually linked to a single predator. The investigation was extensive and complex, involving multiple police forces. The eventual capture and conviction of the perpetrator brought some closure. But the case highlighted vulnerabilities and led to a greater public awareness about child safety that continues to influence community programs today. It's moving into the 21st century. The Bandidos Massacre in 2006 stands as one of the largest mass murders in Ontario's history. The incident involved an internal conflict within the Bandidos Motorcycle Club, resulting in the deaths of 8 men. Their bodies were discovered in a rural area outside of London, Ontario. But the planning and the individuals involved had deep ties to the Greater Toronto Area. The aftermath saw a major crackdown on outlaw motorcycle gangs and shed light on the organized crime networks operating within the region. The case was a complex web of loyalty, betrayal, and violence, offering a rare glimpse into a secretive and dangerous subculture. More recently, the 2018 Yonge Street van attack brought a different kind of horror to the city's core. A man deliberately drove a rented van down a crowded sidewalk, striking dozens of pedestrians. 10 people lost their lives, and many more were injured. This senseless act of violence was not tied to traditional criminal motives, but to a hateful online ideology. The attack profoundly affected the city's sense of security and sparked a national conversation about online extremism and its real-world consequences. The community's response was one of incredible resilience and unity, with Torontonians coming together to support the victims and their families, famously declaring Toronto strong. Another deeply troubling case from the last decade involved a serial killer who targeted men in Toronto's gay village. From 2010 to 2017, Bruce MacArthur preyed on vulnerable individuals, and his crimes went undetected for years. The investigation was one of the largest in Toronto police history, uncovering a horrifying pattern of violence. The case raised critical questions about the relationship between the police and the LGBTQ community, leading to reviews of missing persons protocols and calls for greater trust and communication. The community's grief was immense, but it also spurred advocacy for better protection and support for marginalized populations. These cases, though tragic, are a part of Toronto's complex history. They represent moments of profound loss, but also times when the community came together to demand change, to improve safety, and to support one another. By remembering these events, we honor the victims and learn valuable lessons that help shape a safer future for everyone. It's a reminder that behind the headlines are real people, real families, and a city that has always found strength in its resilience. Thank you for joining us for this in-depth look. We encourage you to subscribe for more reports like this. Stay safe.